My name's Wayne BKS. I go by the name Conform as well. My work was a mashup of vector, digital kind of stuff. Public spaces is good because you get your work out there, and normally when I paint the wall, a lot of times I don't even revisit it, but so many other people would see it, and then people even interact with it. You know, some people would want to put their mark on your work, and I'm the kind of artist where I'm fine with those kind of things. You know, it evolves into another kind of art form. Clean vector work and more hand-drawn, organic shapes, and yeah, it's moved to be more fluid and that kind of thing. Okay, what inspires me is basically, I would say anything or nothing, because I'm the type of artist who would just draw from imagination. I hardly use any references, only when I really need to.
My name is Mural. I'm a street artist and a mural artist. So the mural that I'm doing with CJ is basically we kind of reflecting on, I would say it's a site-specific mural in that the site that we're working on is very close to the site where there was the first train in South Africa left from, the first station. So we're basically looking back in time, focusing on the area where our mural is, and we kind of bringing back this. So it's an old steam train, a very specific steam train, and it's kind of cruising along towards the point. In the mural you'll see the bluff and the harbour, but you're seeing it like 100 years ago. So it's a historical mural, it's a site-specific mural. I tried to also reference current times, and so that it's kind of a historical mural, but it's got a little modern twist to it, whereby there's like a sliding door operator or a taxi conductor who's actually riding the train, and he's saying workshop wheel point, which is, you would know, this is the kind of the taxi route that operates in this area. So I'm kind of comparing that old train to the way the taxis are operating now, and it's a bit of a sensitive area because of, if you start to ask questions about who built the train track, who was exploited building that train track. So there is a social and political tension there, which I'm not really going into too much, but it's just suggested. It's there. If you wanted to read into it, you can find it, but it's not too blatant. So I wouldn't say it's a political mural at all. It's more site-specific and a historical mural, and yeah, it's using the lino cut style. It looks like a lino cut print. That's how I want the mural to look.
My name is Reza Borg, and I like to do a mix of different types of creative work, from graphic design, illustration, fine arts, and murals. The title of the mural is Back to the Future, which refers to an old sci-fi movie in the 80s. The mural depicts a lady with a VR headset on her head, with her back to the viewer, with a flying taxi and like a robotic bird with a woman inside it. And this mural was commissioned by Innovate Durban, a company that promotes technology in the KZN region. So we were asked to create a mural that celebrates technology. But I think also further, the mural is also about what could a future Durban look like. Could we have flying taxis? When you look at the way that I've designed it, I've really looked at what is behind the mural, which is, you'll see like a skyline of Durban CBD. and this woman is actually looking out into the distance, and coming out of her VR set are like different technological elements, but that also could be representative of different things, like her vision expanding and growing and having a perspective of dreaming, of imagining what Durban could be like. It's also a metaphor for, like, sometimes we don't see the potential of where we live, and you know, sometimes as you get older, you look back and see how things have changed. Like, wow, like you could never imagine like this little thing where you live or whatever you experience, and how things have changed or evolved, such as flying taxis. Maybe that's what some people will have in the future. So the mural is really about imagining a future Durban. What could your town look like in the future? And I'm hoping that where the mural is situated, that kids coming past or adults and the general public going past, hopefully it sparks like a sense of optimism. And they'll be like, oh wow, that's so cool, what is this mural about? And maybe they start thinking and interpreting it in their own way, and give them a sense of hope that Durban could develop and might surprise people. So yeah, Back to the Future is all about looking ahead to the future.
My name is Paul Senior and I'm a painter. I'm quite interested in the overlap between like urban and natural environments and where they meet. The wall we're painting over the next couple of days is a collaborative painting between myself and Wayne. Wesley sent us a whole bunch of reference from the area, and so we had a bit of a sense of what we'd like to be painting. So a lot of the elements are drawn from local history, local architecture, and hopefully kind of memorializing and drawing attention to things in this area. So for me, one of the things I found quite interesting was that we're painting on the corner of what used to be Point Road and is now Mahatma Gandhi Road. Gandhi being quite a historical figure. And actually on the corner there's a little cafe with people who work there and just kind of conduct their everyday lives. And so we initially thought like, okay, maybe we should do something that speaks about, you know, the really famous people of bygone eras. But then I had this idea that actually, well, what about these just normal people that are going to work every day, serving coffee, making breakfasts, you know, working in the kitchen. They've also got a bit of a story and they've got something to say, you know. Their lives also have an opportunity to speak. And so a lot of the elements that I'm painting as part of the wall are drawn from photos that Wesley sent me of the people who work in the restaurant. And I thought it was really interesting to kind of take these people and, you know, kind of abstract and draw a couple of elements from the portraits that we have of them, and yeah, let the painting tell a bit of a story about these people who are here now, who maybe in a couple of years might move on to working somewhere else or living somewhere else, and kind of memorializing them as part of the history and the social fabric of this area.